Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Booked and Bonded, live from the realms of books, banter, and best friend chaos. We're your hosts, Lizzie
and Larissa.
So grab a snack and your favorite beveragino, and let's get bonded over Fourth Wing.
Heck yeah! What you got to drink today?
I have an iced mocha coffee I made earlier that I have not finished yet.
I haven't had a coffee today. I'm out of milk. I'm out of creamer. I'm like dying over here. So I'm just gonna come steal yours and then we'll start the episode again. And
I'll make you a fresh cup, okay? You don't have to steal mine.
And that way we can both have some. That makes more sense. Do you have a snack?
I just have some crackers. Nothing much.
Is there a specific type of crackers or just
they're wheat thins?
I love wheat thins.
I normally have them with Laughing Cow, but I'm not like super hungry, so I'm just eating
the
best. What about you? What are you drinking? If you're not drinking coffee,
I have a day-old Diet Coke and no snack.
You're struggling.
We are thriving over here. Grocery shopping will be commencing after the episode.
Fair enough. Oh, definitely fair. Sounds like you need it. Do you have any book updates?
I did finish Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I loved it. However, I did figure out that Professor Snape's voice bugs me a little. And it's only because he does it the way it's written, and I'm used to how Alan Rickman played him. But he is, like, loud angry instead of this, like, quiet, reserved anger that he's been, like, holding in for years, which is how I'm used to it. So it's just something I have to readjust in my brain.
That's fair.
What about you?
I am finished Thrones of Glass. I am on to Crown of Midnights.
How's it going?
Pretty good so far. Really like it.
Yay!
Well, if nothing else, you want to open the archives?
Sure. Alrighty, the archives are open, and we are starting with
Chapter
Fourth Wing, Chapter 21, yeah.
What is that epigraph, my dear?
It is from page 61 of the Book of Brennan, one of my favorites to read from. So here we
get
go.
Both epigraphs of Brennan this time.
I know. Don't freak out if you can't immediately channel your dragon's powers, Mira. Yeah, I know you have to be the best at everything, but this isn't something you can control. They'll channel when they feel you're ready. And once they do, you'd better be ready to manifest a signet. Until then, you're not ready. Don't push it.
Don't worry about it. It happens when it happens.
It's great older brother advice.
Yeah, I think it's just like, don't overthink it. It will happen. People have different paths. Some might get it right away, like Sawyer, and some might take a second. So, there's no right or wrong time. So, as long as you don't explode.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
It's been about a week since we've last been with Violet, and about a week since the events of Amber being executed for her crimes against Violet, of helping the unbonded try to kill her at night. She now has... Casual. She now has a friend that is with her, her bodyguard, Liam. She is not happy about Liam, but she does know that he's helpful and kind and nice, and it's not him. It's Xaden making him her shadow that she's angry with.
Yup.
It's fine, Violet. You love Liam, and we all love Liam.
That's a fact.
Liam is very, very helpful. He fixed Violet's archive cart where she carries her books. It would like squeak and stuff. He fixed that the first day. He loves whittling. He has whittled a bear, and now he's working on a dragon that looks like his. His dragon name is Dain, not Dain.
Yeah.
Dain. It's that D. And so they are going to the archive for Violet's normal duties, where she gets all the returns, get the new books that people requested, and all that jazz. So they go to the archives, and Pearson, the scribe we met the first time Violet went to, is still there. He opens the doors for them. He is super excited to see. He's like, "Good morning, Cadet Sgaeyl." And then he turns to Liam and he's like, "Good morning, Cadet Mari." He said rudely.
That was
good. Thanks. I was like, I can't say anything rude about Liam. But the scribe is very, like, uncomfortable, untrusting of Liam because of his his tattoo of being a marked one. Violet catches this and is like, she's like, this is really her first time these last couple months being around a kid of a rebellion, and so she's not used to how people react to it, but she doesn't like it. But Liam doesn't even let it faze him. He's just like, "What's up, brah?" Like, he's like, fine, he's happy, it's whatever. They go and they meet Justinia to get all the trades, like the returns, and get the requested. And we find out that Liam knows how to sign. Violet's kind of shocked by this, but Liam's signing to Justinia, flirting a little bit.
Do we ever find out why he can sign?
I don't know if it's ever actually given to us.
It's just a thing he does, you know, it's
He
casual.
just knows. He's like, he likes to do things with his hands, apparently. Signing and whittling. Violet kind of teases Liam, and she's like, "Don't flirt with her. She is a long-term girl. Back off." But she's just looking out for her friend.
But Liam is also like, people can think long term. They do that?
What? Justinia has now gone back to get the returns and stuff, and Violet and Liam are kind of chatting, and Violet asks Liam how he met Xaden, and Liam lets her know that they were fostered together, which kind of shocks Violet because she either has never been aware or never read anything in the tomes that she's allowed to read about the kids of the rebellion being fostered. But we do know, like a paragraph away, we learn that there's 107 children that were marked and that parents were in the rebellion. And they were all under the age of 20. So they're all minors. So Xaden's the oldest, and the youngest is just about to turn 6.
Crazy.
She was born with the mark.
How does that even happen?
Well, my question was like her mom not like truly in the rebellion? Like her dad might have been in the rebellion, and her dad
bet they let her give birth and then killed the mom.
So at least they stop the line at baby murder. Doesn't help their cause.
I have nothing to add to that.
But Violet's shocked about this because she never heard anything about this. But another reason why she's shocked that Liam was fostered is because we know Liam's mother was a part of the rebellion, and she was executed along with the other 68 members of the rebellion.
Sure. Yeah.
And Violet's like, "What? Why didn't you go just live with your dad? Like, he wasn't on the list of people executed." And Liam told her, "Well, yeah, he wasn't executed then, but he was executed right after, like, at the house. I was there for it, too, to witness it." And Violet's kind of shocked because she didn't know about this. And it's like, well, yeah, the scribes aren't going to tell you everything, Violet. They're evil.
That just seems extra cruel.
Honestly.
Like, yeah, watch your mom die, and then, hey, in your own home where you grew up and you had all these memories, we're also going to kill your father.
I wonder why they chose to kill certain people outside of the mass execution versus in front of everyone. I don't know if it was like, well, you weren't 100% bad, but you were still bad. I don't know. I don't know their logic. I don't
I
try to explain psychopaths.
I would assume that has something to do with it. Them, like, in their minds, they wouldn't be able to explain to people who are going to the mass executions and probably had some, like, words to say about it, like, why they were killing someone who is said to not even be involved.
Yeah.
So they did it in privacy.
Rude. Xaden and Liam were in the same foster, like, family. The kids were moved to other nobility in Navarre. And Xaden there taught him how to fight and was like an older brother to him. And that's like where they met and they had their starting of their bond.
And we also find out that Sloane, which is Liam's sister, she was fostered, but to a different family.
Yeah, they separated siblings, which is just awful.
Yeah.
Liam's like, I get to see her next year and she's strong and she's fast and she's gonna make it. And like you can hear the panic in his voice. And Violet's like, well, she could always just pick a different quadrant. And he's like, we're all riders. We're all going to be riders. And Violet's like taken aback by that. It's like she didn't know. But we did know that before, especially from Xaden's point of views and previous chapters we've read. But it's the first time that she's like confronted with that all 107 of them will have to go through the Riders Quadrant. If it's because they need more fighters or because they think that they're going to die or whatever their reasoning, the governors and king of Navarre determined that they will all go through and they will all be riders. So they don't have a choice. They have to do it. They have to live. And that's what Liam was like. Violet's like, what did you want to be when you grew up? And he was like, I wanted to be alive. That's
so valid.
Justinia comes back and she gives them the books. She also gives them a scroll of Markham's. And she was like, hey, he left before I could give this to him. Could you give it to him for debrief? Or battle debrief. And Violet was like, yeah, sure. No problem. And they leave. While they were walking, the cart kind of gets jostled and the scroll unravels. Violet sees a line on it, and it's about a attack on the southern field. And it was like a scavenging attack where they were like taking like supplies. They were like looking for supplies and taking that. And Violet's like, well, that's weird because we have a trade agreement with Premier, so like why are they doing that? She's like, well, we'll probably like find it out in battle brief. And so they roll it up and they head out their way to breakfast to eat. When they're walking back to like breakfast and stuff, Tairn wakes up and Violet is like consumed with his like hunger and like his like need to feed. And it's just because like when Tairn's emotions are so extreme, just like we saw with Andarna's anxiety was so extreme, and Violet feels it. So just like another sign of that, of Tairn's really, really hungry in the morning and he needs
But he could also still tell that Violet was hungry too. They both needed breakfast.
He's like, you go eat. You skinny little thing. So we meet back up with the squad heading to battle brief. They've had a couple classes. They just had a physics test. And Violet is sitting with the squad. So we got Liam, we got Riddick, we got Sawyer, we got Ree. We got all the main peeps all sitting together in battle brief.
I'm so excited Liam's a part of the group now.
True. And he clicks so well with them. Even though Violet's like, ugh, you're just here to be my babysitter. Like, he's like a genuinely great guy and everyone really likes him. Violet notices that in battle brief, no one has to stand anymore. There's so many more empty seats because people die every day. So it's just something she's noticed. And she is getting ready for battle brief, taking out her notes and stuff, and she has a tingle in her head, and she knows Xaden's here, and Liam's like, Ryerson's here. And she's like, I know. I fucking know. And then she flicks him off. And Liam's like, do you have fun pissing off the most powerful rider in our quadrant? And she's like, yeah, I do. Because fucking, what is he gonna do? Kill me? Where he's like, don't worry, she's just crabby because she is sexually frustrated. Mm-hmm. And Liam's like, I'm so sorry I didn't make the cut. But, I think Ryerson would be totally fine if I interviewed some candidates. And Violet's just like, they're just teasing. They're just like, they click. Like, the whole group clicks so well. Ree's going back and she's like, oh, how are you gonna, like, score them? Because I need to hear this. So Riddick's over there being like, oh, we making dick jokes? I live for this. And Ree's like, you could just, like, watch them just to make sure she's safe. And I was just like, guys, you are not a home. So it's really nice to see that, because the squad is your family, that they all connect and click and joke and are just great together. It's like,
yeah,
it's a great thing. And it's nice. It's funny because it's not really actually their whole squad. They do have like 2 other members, but those members don't really like Mark ones. So like the core squad has kind of distanced themselves from it, which I just am like, yeah, screw racism. Like, you don't need to...
It's wild.
Yeah, I know. Violet is really excited to channel because she wants to use these fancy pens that don't require ink and quills. She drops a quill, and before she can even go and get it, some shadows come and pick it up for her. And just shows, because like Xaden's in the middle of a conversation with Garrick, but he's still always paying attention to Violet no matter what.
Of course he is.
So battle brief starts, and they first learn that the squad battles in spring, the winner of the squad battles, the whole squad gets to go to the front. Woo!
Yay! You get to watch. Sure.
You get the great idea of going to the front when you're not prepared for battle. It's
2
like a little
thumbs up.
trip. But everyone else is really excited about it. So, and then Markham comes up and he's like, well, the fronts are actually pretty quiet, so we're gonna review this battle that happened hundreds and hundreds of years
600 years ago.
And Violet's like, did I hear him right? And she's like talking to Liam and they're like, yeah, you heard him right. Like, they're confused because they're like, we clearly read what was on the scroll. And then Liam's like, was that classified? And she was like, yeah, it had to have been. I had to have missed the big red label saying you cannot read.
And she very specifically checked to make sure there wasn't
Yes.
a classified label on it. After she read it, but still.
But still, like, she knows that it wasn't classified. But she, like, chalks it up and she's like, well, maybe they don't have enough information, or maybe it was just higher than what the cadets in this room are allowed to see, or what. But she's kind of shocked by it, and she has the thought, fading and brief, but I wonder what else they don't tell us in Battle Brief. It's just that little seed of they're hiding things from you that is slowly creeping in. Interesting on the battle that they're talking about, it is the last battle that griffins and dragons fought together. And the crossbolt, which is extremely dangerous to dragons, was a big player in the battle.
Yeah, and it ended the Great War and led to the unification of Navarre. All that good stuff. During this chapter, we also hear that Xaden warded Violet's door. And she was... I don't know how she felt about it, honestly. I think she kind of, like, questioned it at first and was like, it's another overprotective thing. But then she's like, that means no one else can get in. So she thought about it logically. But then she said, Xaden can still get in, though, because he's the one who warded it.
Yes, he can. But I guess it's better than Liam sleeping on her floor.
I don't know.
I would be fine with Liam sleeping on my
One of my notes this chapter was literally just Liam has dimples, heart.
He does. He has blonde hair and dimples. He's such a golden retriever. I love him.
He is.
Chapter 22.
The epigraph. So this is another epigraph that is from the Book of Brennan. This is page 64. And it says, "The first rush of power is unmistakable. The first time it forms to you, surrounds you with a seemingly endless supply of energy. You'll be addicted to the high, to the possibilities of all you can do with it, to the control you hold in the palm of your hand. But here's the thing. That power can quickly turn and control you."
It's addicting. And that line is very thin on you controlling it and it controlling you.
I was like, the first half, it sounds like he's talking like someone who turns Venin would talk, with like the addiction to wanting more and more power. And then the second half, where he says that it can control you, sounds a lot like Wyvern.
Yeah, but he hasn't turned at this point. Or hasn't even dealt with it.
But there are things that are meant to specifically foreshadow, so it's always something we need to keep an eye out for.
Yeah. So it has been about a month and a half. So we've gone through November and it's like mid-December. Violet notes that she's given up the thought of them bringing up the attack on the southern front. And she's kind of just moved on from it. The chapter is in the sparring room. It's like after school hours. That's weird to say, school hours for them. Yeah. But it's after like classes is done and dinner is done. She is training with Rhi. Dain actually was like, okay, every Tuesday our squad is going to be in this. We're going to be training. We're going to make sure we're not slacking off. Which, that's not a bad idea, Dain. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
But he really still hasn't talked to Violet this whole time, so you're only getting like half of a brownie point. She is fighting with Rhi. Her shadow Liam is over there whittling away, watching her. Notably, Violet is not wearing her vest right now. It is cleaning and drying next to Liam. It is not only Violet's squad in the room, though. There is Jack Barlow and his croonies, and probably some other people, but we know definitely all of Violet's squad is there. And we also know when Xaden walks in. Weirdly, Liam stands for him for respect. I know it's for respect, but it's weird to me.
It's weird because they're foster brothers.
Yeah. Whatever. But
it's fine.
And Violet recognizes him and she doesn't give him any attention. Violet is having a conversation with Rhi though where she's like, Violet's telling Rhi, you're holding back on me. You are not giving me what your fully potential can. And Violet knows that this is just going to hurt her in the end because people aren't going to be doing this on the battlefield. But Rhi is just trying to be a friend and not hurt her. But Xaden agrees with Violet, that she shouldn't have people hold back on her. Because there's no way she's ever going to learn if she doesn't. And then when Xaden's done having his little 1 second helpful quip, he goes and to the middle of the room and goes with Garrick and takes his shirt off.
They're dancing.
Not dancing. They are fighting, but
it's as beautiful as dancing.
And it captures every woman's attention.
Not just every woman's. Everyone is staring.
Well, yeah, there are some guys. Everyone's staring. And Violet is just jaw on the floor. Gosh damn. She sees his, dragon relic, and it's huge. It's his whole back is Sgaeyl's relic. And then she also sees his rebellion relic, which goes from his wrist all the way up to his jaw. It is the biggest that she's ever seen. She notes that Garrick's also is very large. It's the second biggest, but it does not go all the way up his neck, so I'm assuming it's just like a sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like in awestruck of them. And then Rhi hits her hip and she's like, pay attention. And then Rhi looks over and she's like, oh. And then Dain gets pissed off. And he's like, pay attention. And we're just like, we are. We're studying.
We're studying.
Technique.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Kills me. Eventually they draw their eyes away from them. And Rhi and Violet go back. Rhi gets the upper on Violet and knocks her down on the ground. And Jack effing Barlow decides to not keep his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, and Tairn picked you? What a fucking mistake. And he's just goading her. And Liam kind of like steps in. He's like, okay, I'm going to be in protecting mode. And Jack's like, oh yeah, you have your guard dog and blah, blah, blah. And then Xaden steps up behind Violet. And then Garrick is also closer. And Imogen comes closer. And Violet's just like, all these people are just here to protect her, but they're not here protecting me. They're here because Xaden is here. Like,
yeah.
She's like very much... I don't know if the relationship has turned where they are... Like, I know eventually they will protect Violet because they also respect Violet and they're friends with Violet. But right now I think it is more just Xaden, but it's slowly turning to that way.
Yeah.
Something we note that very briefly, Jack does not like oranges.
Which is so ironic because his dragon is orange.
Well, he kills her, so.
And oranges could kill him.
I wish his dragon killed him.
Yep. At the beginning of the chapter, Violet says that 3/4 of the first years are channeling now, and she like mentions how she's kind of like upset and angry that she hasn't channeled yet, but she knows like it'll happen when it happens. And Tairn tells Violet at the beginning that she is not ready to channel yet. So that kind of leads us into this whole like situation where Violet is distracted while they're practicing.
Jack is like goading her, getting closer up to her and be like, we can settle this now, or we can settle this in a couple weeks when I can challenge you. And she like stands up to herself and she's like, you ran like a coward and you would run again. So like she's holding her ground. She's not letting her anger get to her. And she's like, you ran. And this goats him and he tries to attack her. But Liam gets him, drags him out of the room, and Xaden shuts the door with shadows, and they're all just like, fuck you, Jack.
It seems so easy at that point. Like, yeah. Liam literally could, like, pick him up and throw him out of the room without any struggle whatsoever.
I think so. And Dain chirps up, and he's like, why do you goat him? But before Violet can react to him, Xaden is in her face, and he is pissed. He's like, why are you not wearing that fucking vest? And she's like, it needs washed, dude, and your guard dog was right there. And he's just like, he's very upset because he knows it would protect her, and then it's less stress on Liam, less stress on him, of like her being, if she was attacked, she has that extra layer of protection. But she's just like angry, like you said, she's angry about not being channeled, she's angry because she hasn't had sex, she's angry because a lot of things are happening, and like, but she's very good at like, she's not letting this anger completely take her aback. They do have a little scene and everyone watches, but she is able to like step back and be like, okay, I understand, but like, you're not here helping me. Like, I'm doing what I can do and move on. And then he walks away and she sees his back again, which like kind of fuzzles her brain because, you know, it's hot. But like she notices little silver lines on his relic, and those are, she recognizes as little scars.
That makes me so sad. I get very emotional reading about all of the things that like have hurt him, And at this point, she doesn't know what it's from, but it's very, very upsetting.
Then in her head, she hears Tairn and Andarna, and they're very proud, and they're very, happy, and they're like, she's ready.
Which is so cool that Andarna wakes up just in time, because she's been sleeping up till this point, because she's been so tired. So sweet. Yeah. I wonder if she could, like, sense it.
Or if it's like, because we know from last chapter she's been asleep for the whole week that Violet has been recovering, and Tairn says like it should be a couple more days, a week or so maybe she's just like in that twilight where she's starting to wake up, but then like she senses it and she's like, yeah, you're ready. But it's so very cute. And so the scene closes and we're in Violet's room. It's a couple hours later. She's brushing her hair. And then she gets this feeling like in the epigraph where she has this overwhelming rush of waves of power trying to fill her little body. And like, it's painful. Like she's on the ground, like trying to breathe, trying to be like, it's okay, it's okay. Like, it's all this power rushing into her at once.
Could you imagine not knowing what that feeling was and it just like randomly coming upon you on a Tuesday morning? Like,
yeah, because it feels very much kind of like a panic attack where it's like you can't control anything and it's like freaking you out. But I'm glad that she has that like layer of Brennan's wisdom where she can recognize, okay, maybe this is the power coming in. Like, this is okay. I'm okay. We just need to breathe and let it through, and then it will feel better. She does note that, like, she looks at her hands after it's kind of died down, and she's like, I feel like they should look different. And I'm like, I always imagine, I'm like, yeah, I feel like they should be glowing or something.
Yeah. Like some static electricity or something, like, showing and, like, lines.
It's just, like, has this golden glow around her. That's what I expect at this point. And then she starts getting these waves of energy, emotion that's not strictly power. It's lust.
Yeah. A little more than that. A little more like romantic and emotional, but you get the picture.
Yes. And she can not control herself. And she's like, it's overwhelming her. And she's like, okay, I need to go, like, well, she first is like, I gotta go tell Rhi that I have this ability I have the power now, I could channel. I can go to Car's class with her. She also notes that Liam can stop faking that he can't channel because Liam doesn't want to leave her for one single hour. He's such a loyal dog.
He is.
He's not a dog. She opens her door and Liam's standing there. And she's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm just hanging out in the hall alone.
I'm definitely not sitting at your door.
No, that would be weird.
Yeah.
But then Violet gets this wave of lust again, and she's like, what are you doing, Liam?
And she's like, wait, he's so handsome.
You are actually pretty cute. And Liam clocks it right away. He's like, are you okay? Like, what's going on with you? And Violet, like, registers, and she's like, yeah, I'm fine, go to bed. And she slams the door on him. And she, like,
she's,
tries
like,
to
burning up. She's, like, actually burning hot.
Feels fire. And because she's so hot, she's like, I need to go outside. And, like, it's December, so she knows it's gonna be cooler. Like, she's hoping that will, like, relieve the burn that she's feeling. And so after she knows Liam left, she runs outside. And she smells something sweet she recognizes and turns and sees Xaden leaning against the wall, smoking churum, which is a forbidden substance.
Dang it, Xaden.
He offers her the churum, and the reason he's smoking it is because it helps damper the bond between him and Sgaeyl. And because he knows exactly what's happening. He's been bonded for 3 years with them. And he's like, do you want some? And she's like, no, that's forbidden. He's like, yeah, but whoever banned it was not bonded to Sgaeyl and Tairn.
Yeah.
And basically what is happening is Sgaeyl and Tairn are celebrating, and they forgot to close the doors to their riders. So their
They
riders
were a little distracted.
their riders are taking on all these feelings, and that's why Violet is feeling this lust and like this urge to be with the person she's meant to be with, and because like in previous chapters the emotions are just overwhelming her. And she runs into Xaden.
Maybe the person she's meant to be with.
That she desires more than anything. They have conversations basically where she's like, what's going on? Like, and Xaden kind of explains, like, they sometimes forget to close their doors and you feel it, and that's why the Churum helps. Also, you should shield. And she's like, I can't shield. And one thing before I get into that is he asks where Liam is, because she's like, yeah, I feel bad. I don't want to like see Liam tomorrow because of how she acted towards Liam. And he's like, where is your guard dog? And she's like, I don't know, in bed or something. He's like, in your bed?
Your bed?
Your jealousy showing, dude. But no. But Violet's like, I can't shield. Like, he just started channeling. I can't go to Kara's class before that, so I can't shield. And Xaden's like, fair, that's a stupid rule. Let me help you. She's like, you're gonna help me? And he's like, I've been helping you this whole time. She's like, no, Liam's been helping me, and Rhee's been helping me. You haven't done jack shit. And he's like, I fucking saved your life and then put my neck on the line to execute a wing leader. He has points, Violet. He has points. Xaden's like, if you ask very nicely, I will help you, Violence. And she's like, pretty please, Xaden, will you help me? He's like, sure. Then holds her head. And she like, does touching revolve? Like, you have to touch me? And he's like, no, it's just a great little perk because we don't have control right now. Like, damn, dude. But it helps her ground. So he's like, close your eyes and imagine a place that's like calming, a place that's like home. And he's like, I imagine a hill that's near Orisha. And she thinks, and she's like, okay, the archives. And so he's like, perfect, think of the archives, think of your feet on the floor. And so she imagines the archives, her feet on the marble floor. And he's like, and then look around and find where the power comes from. And she's like, it's like an archive, it's through the door. And he's like, okay, shut the door. And so she's trying, and you can tell it's hard because it's like physically hard. She's like mentally doing it, but he's there holding her, keeping her steady. Keeps thinking about her feet to slowly shut the door. And she shuts the door, and he's like, good, lock the door. And she turns the knob and she locks the door, and the door becomes see-through, and she's like, a relief comes through her where like the power and the emotions are not there as much. And he's like, you can't turn them off completely, but it will help. And it's like, you just always need to keep one foot in your like ground and one foot out in the real world to be able to ground yourself. And he is really impressed with Violet. He's like, this takes people weeks. Like, it took me weeks. And Violet did it in 3 minutes? But she's like, well, maybe I just have a great teacher. But very cute, very helpful. And then they still are having the emotional lust coming from their dragons.
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 Quote, unquote.
Where they're like, touching you was a bad idea. And she's like, yeah, the worst. And he's like, yeah, it'd be so stupid to kiss you. And she's like, yeah, so stupid. And then they kiss. They kiss, and it's very passionate, and it gets deeper, and she's like thinking, oh, I want more and more. And he gives her more, and it's like, he could read my thoughts. And he's like, he really can read your thoughts, Violet. He literally can.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very passionate kiss. And then she kind of ungrounds. Like, she feels the archive
herself
door.
letting go.
Yes, and the archive door opens, and behind her closed eyes, she sees light flash, and then she hears thunder. And this kind of wakes Xaden up, and he steps back and puts her down, and was like, this was like a big thing. This was a mistake. His like hands are in his hair, and he's like, I need you to leave. And she's like, wait, what? Wait, what happened? Wait, hold on. This was great. What's happening? And he's like, I am not going to do this when it's not your emotions controlling you. When it's not your feelings edging this on. Violet knows Tairn's feelings aren't there anymore. I think Xaden probably knows that too. But he's being noble, and he's like, I don't want to push this on you because one thing led to another. And he's like, I need you to leave because I can't. And I can't leave you here alone. So she runs away, and he's there left alone.
After Violet's first lightning strike.
After her first lightning strike.
Which she has no clue she did that.
None at all. Oh. And it's crazy because, like, we know, I think it's Iron Flame, that this is the moment that Xaden knew he fell in love with her.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's interesting because Violet was kind of like thinking and doubting that Xaden was liking her, and she thought like him pushing her away was more like him being like, oh, this is a huge mistake. But she didn't take his words for what he said. He was literally saying he couldn't leave, and he didn't want to do it for her sake, not because he didn't want to.
Oh, good. They're so good. It starts. The little spark. The lightning started a fire.
So good.
Now, let's close the archives and start the bonded breakdown.
Alrighty, the bonded breakdown. Would we survive? How would we be feeling in this situation? I also have some games for us to play.
Perfect. I don't know if you previously did Liam's in his... I think we did Liam's, but did we do his dragon's name?
I do not believe I did his dragon's name yet. And his dragon's name is Day, and that means ice.
Is that his, like, hidden... Okay, we know Farsight. I don't know if it's ice or something with earth that is, like, his second hidden signet. I think it's ice. I really do. I think
okay, so, like, in this chapter, when she goes out in the hallway to see him, and she's, like, burning hot, and he notices it, there's snowflakes, and she feels ice cold. I think that's him wielding ice. I believe this is his second signet. And there are other times when it's shown that he possibly does have this signet.
That's interesting that I interpreted that as her, like, because she can't handle the bonds right now, it's like her getting a glimpse of Xaden because he also is struggling with the bonds and he's outside in the snow. That's how I interpreted that. But I like that where it's like maybe a little bit of Liam's showing up and trying to be helpful.
We'll just have to pay attention to more times when he's around and she's feeling some ice cold or whatever.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Well, I only have one question.
Okay, let's do it.
What would be your archive? What would be your hill of Orisha? Where would you ground?
I don't think I have a good answer for this. I don't think I have any answer for this. I think, like, growing up with the amount of anxiety that I had and never feeling, like, safe in any place that I've ever been, it's hard to think about a place that would feel like home because nowhere has ever felt, like, truly that safe for me. What about you?
I don't know if it's a one specific or a collection of all the memories there, but it would be on the beach. It's when I need to calm down and when I need to, like, breathe. I always imagine when, you know, like the feeling when you're on the edge of the ocean and the waves crash into you and your feet slowly sink in the sand because the waves pull back sand, and it's nothing but wind and the crashing noise and the sun setting and playing off the ripples of the waves moving and just quietness and peace. So I think that would be it.
I love that.
Fair enough. Well, you said you had games. What kind of games?
Are you ready to play?
I'm as ready as I think I should be.
Okay, you should be. So this episode, I believe, is going up right after Valentine's Day. So I thought we could play some sort of Valentine's-ish Day games. So here's what we got going on. We have 3: Kiss, Marry, Kill, Red Flags or Romance, and Would You Rather. Okay, so we're going to start with Kiss, Marry, Kill. I have 3 different scenarios for this. So our first one, Kiss, Marry, Kill, Xaden, Dain, and Garrick.
Easy. I'll let you answer first.
Give it to me. Okay. Either way.
I'll let you answer first.
I would kiss Garrick, marry Xaden, and kill Dain. I didn't know if I wanted to switch Xaden and Garrick. I have reservations about both of them.
Killing Dain. You're like, yep. Not even a fucking question. Don't even have to second guess that. I'll kiss Garrick. I'm marrying Xaden. I don't care. He turns venom, I'll turn with him. I don't care.
I love that. Okay. Second scenario.
Okay.
This one's gonna be very hard.
Oh no.
Violet, Rhiannon, and Imogen.
Okay, give me a second to think about that because
I think I marry Rhi, I kiss Violet, and I kill Imogen. I was at one point considering killing Violet, so...
please don't come for me. Kill Violet. Kiss Rhi, marry Imogen.
Okay, why are you marrying Imogen?
Because... Okay, so... I'm not marrying Rhi because Rhi's too perfect.
Okay.
I love her to death, but I just don't... I think we'd be great friends. I don't think we'd be great partners.
Okay.
Imogen is like this hard shell, but once you crack it, once you're in her inner circle, you see that loyalty. You see that help. When she's in Iron Flame and she's like, Violet, she sees that Violet's running every morning. She's like, why are we running? And Violet tells her, and she's like, I'm running with you. I am with you. I'm going to be here. I don't even fully understand some of this stuff, but I'm going to be here and be loyal to you. And I love that in a partner. I love a partner that will just support me and will question me when I need it, but in the end would back me up no matter what. And I think that's what Imogen is.
That's great reasoning. All right, last one. Kiss, Marry, Kill, Tairn, Sgaeyl, and Teine. It was going to be Tairn, Sgaeyl, and Andarna, and I couldn't put her in the mix. 1, because it's weird and she is a kid, but 2, because we just can't.
I think I kiss Sgaeyl.
Okay.
I think I kill Teine and marry Tairn. That's hard. Because Tairn is grumpy as fuck.
I would marry Sgaeyl, kiss Tairn, kill Teine. But then I'm like, what would the repercussions of killing Teine be?
I'm not thinking about the repercussions of it. Oh gosh, poor Mira.
Sorry.
I love it.
That one is hard.
That one is hard.
Alright, so now we have red flag or romance. So I'm going to give you 3 different scenarios, and then you're going to tell me, is this a red flag or is it romance? Okay. And you can also probably think about who they're related to. He keeps secrets for your own good. Is that a red flag or a romance? Red flag.
Red flag.
Agreed.
I can't with the communication tropes. It's the one thing about this book that I really don't like. I get it. It's plot. I get it. They're young. I get it. I just don't like it.
Okay.
So red flag.
Yeah, agreed. 2 is he risks everything to protect you. Is that a red flag or a romance?
I could see it being both, because if you risk everything of yourself for someone, it's damaging for yourself. But I think I'm gonna lean more romance.
Me too. Okay, last one. He's emotionally closed off but soft with exactly one person. Red flag for everyone else. Romance for me.
I'm gonna say romance. I think there's situations in life where people have to close off their walls, and when you're able to trust the one person to let them in, it's a pretty strong and important fact. So, for me, yeah, red flag. Or no,
You're red flag.
For me, romance. Is red flags and romance the same thing in my brain? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Same. Red is the color of romance, you know?
Passion.
Okay. So now we move on to our would you rather questions.
Okay.
Some of these are a little tricky. Would you rather be kissed by Xaden or bonded to Tairn?
Bonded to Tairn.
I 100% agree with that. I would go forever without kissing Xaden if I could bond to Tairn.
If I could have all the grumpy grandpa quips in my head, I would be cackling every day.
Would you rather fight beside Violet or fly with Andarna?
Fly with Andarna meaning like I'm flying on Andarna, or
Yeah,
flying
she's
like
yours.
I can fly beside her. Okay.
No, you're bonded to Andarna.
I would bond to Andarna.
Yeah.
I killed Violet in the last round.
I was
Sorry.
very close to killing Violet. I was this close.
I would bond
Okay.
to Andarna. Fly
Last
with
one. I think this is going to be interesting. Would you rather know all of Xaden's secrets up front or learn about them like Violet did?
Up front is what I'm going to say. Because I hate the way she finds out. I think there is a better way for them to find out throughout a natural course of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate the way she finds out things. So.
But what happens if Violet had learned about them up front? Like, how would that have changed their trajectory?
I think it's hard because I understand why she needs to know it bits by bits, because she needs to have that seed of doubting the government she's believed in her whole life, have the seed of seeing the right way is not always, or the way that things are done are not always the right way or the only way. And so I do understand by having it broken down, it would be good. So I feel like I fear if she find out all of it, she would have just went straight to Dain, and it would have been all.
I think so too.
Everyone would have died.
But I agree, there were better times she should have been told. And a conversation should have happened earlier than it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But plot.
Yeah.
And teenagers.
Yeah. Well, they're 20s.
Pre 20-year-olds.
Pre-20s.
Like the 20 to 23-year-olds.
Baby 20s.
Baby 20. Or COVID years.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that was the last of those questions. Thanks for playing along.
I like
If
them.
you're listening, you should definitely play the game, comment all of your answers to every single one of those questions. And I'll post them too so that you can see them easier. And Violet bonded. This is the episode this poll question came under. Okay, so she bonded 2 dragons. Everything happened there. And then we got all of the information about, like, Violet and Dain in that conversation after she bonds, where Dain is like, you need to bond to Andarna, blah, 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 and then he kisses her. Okay, this is the picture, the scene we're setting. Who stressed you out more this episode? Was it Dain, Violet, Xaden, or Andarna? 100% of people answered Violet.
What?
I don't know how that happened.
Okay, I think stressed out, yes, because, like, she has all the worry. You don't know what's going to happen. But I didn't feel stressed in this episode. I felt pissed.
Yeah, I would have put Dain. That would have been my answer.
I would have too. Huh.
I also would have considered Andarna because she wasn't leaving.
I could see that too.
And we didn't know why she was there until then. And then that whole conversation of her having two dragons happened because Andarna also wanted to bond her. So, but I think Dain would have been my answer.
So shocking that everyone picked Violet.
I know.
Huh. Who would have thunk it?
She's the main character. She's always stressful. I get it.
Yeah, I get it. Well, thank you for answering that poll question, guys.
Yeah.
We all have point of views that are different, so it's interesting to see.
All right. Well, for any other listener lore type situations, you can respond to the poll questions. You can give us your hot takes, leave reviews, answer the questions we did in the episode, give your book opinions, leave mini stories, all that good stuff. Like, follow, subscribe, 5 stars, all the things.
Please and thank you. It'd be much appreciated. And remember, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for joining us for another week at Booked and Bonded. Until next time, we'll see you next week when we cover chapters 23 and 24 of Fourth Wing. I hope your snacks are plentiful and your favorite beverage, hit the spot this morning. Until next time, bye.